There's nothing I can say that will alter the facts. If you're careful, you have supplies enough for 5 weeks.
Find a planet. Good luck.
If there's anything out there that can help you, then together, you'll find it. If not...
We've got the cyanide capsules.
All right, then. That's it.
Commander. No goodbyes, Alan, please.
Yes, sir.
How about an apology for that sass?
John,
You're going,
Dr. Mathias can replace me.
like Ellie can. This isn't the time for the noble gesture.
I'm not being noble. If anything,
She loves you. She wants to stay with you.
what difference can it make?
It makes a difference. To me.
Oh, he loves her too.
Do me a favor, David. Mind the shop.
Wait, they're drinking coffee. I saw... That's funny. They can heat the coffee, but they can't keep themselves warm. We should get the kettle on overdrive. Yeah, that'll help.
It was thoughtful of you to come, Paul. You didn't have to.
No, he just came to say goodbye.
I wanted to.
Oh,
I'll send you a postcard.
come back at the end of the episode. Swing on by. Look at the amount of supplies we have.
This is John Koenig. I know I said no goodbyes, but I wish you all good luck.
They've got their mission is they've got 5 weeks to find another civilization. Why not? We found space elves last time.
Attention all stations Alpha. Interbase communication system, including Alpha News Service, will be suspended until further notice.
Alpha News Service. That's kind of cool. Oh, we're so close now.
Hey, John. Put this on
How about we start a campfire?
before you catch your death.
Is that what I think it is?
You know, John,
Whiskey?
I've been doing some unique calculations recently.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary thing how we've survived. I put the probability through the computer. I thought the computer was going to blow up trying to figure the odds.
Yeah.
You know, they're just about infinite.
Victor, if you're trying to cheer me up, you're not succeeding.
Yeah.
My calculations show that we all ought to be dead by now.
Victor, you're not supposed to be smoking.
Oh, I don't think Dr. Russell would object.
Oh, don't mention her. Anyway, he's got a metal heart, he's got a metal lungs, he's fine.
I remember when I was a little girl, I was afraid of the dark. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And I was afraid of doctors.
That's funny. This thing must have some power, I tell you. To zoom away from a black hole. When we're already accelerating towards it.
Have you ever wondered just how and why we've survived?
Blind luck. Crazy
Not
chance.
until now. You're not referring to God, are you?
I'm a scientist. I don't know anything about God. Sort of cosmic intelligence is what I've got in mind.
Which intervenes at the right moment.
Is one answer.
Yeah, maybe. I call them writers.
Ultimately, I suppose we all believe what we want to believe. One thing, though, the line between science and mysticism, just a line.
Hmm. Hey, Paul.
All. Commander. 100% power facilities are feeding the main generator units. The force field's functioning.
Thank you. But there's really nothing more you can do.
Well, I never thought it would end this way.
We'll survive it, dude. Don't worry. The shield will hold and bounce us off the black hole.
You're a good man, Paul.
Hey!
60-year-old brandy.
Brandy. New as alcohol.
Just waiting for a proper occasion to celebrate. Not everybody might think this was a celebration. If ever there was an occasion, this is it.
To everything that might have been.
To everything that was.
This is a very different type of episode. They should get a good view of what's about to happen, right? If they look backwards.
Find me.
Pair of sevens.
Pass.
At least they're all together. I like that they're together. Checkmate.
You'll never beat me, you know.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Paul, mind if I share the music with you?
That's not what she has in mind, Paul. Yeah.
Just the thing to keep the cold out.
We're gonna be drunk off our asses when we make it out of this.
Won't be long now.
Do you have any idea what'll happen to us inside the Black Sun?
Whatever it is, I just hope it's interesting.
Up will be down, left will be right, time will be space. We're fading out of existence.
Yes, interesting.
We're ghosts.
The force field, it's holding.
So far.
Don't think about it too much. How's everybody feeling? Solid? Nope. I feel like I'm on a wild acid trip. What's this?
I don't feel cold.
I don't feel anything.
It's possible that we don't exist.
Well, who are you talking to then? Oh! What the hell? It'll pass. Don't worry, it'll pass. We're just in our really old phase.
I can hear your thoughts.
Yes.
Be careful what you think,
I
fellas.
see the theory behind your force field. In fact, it ties in with the unified field theory of mine.
Yes, I see how.
It is like they're on drugs. Yeah.
So that everything is everything else.
Dude. We're one with the universe.
And the whole universe is living thought.
That is true.
Oh, who's that?
Who are you?
A friend. Come with me.
Sure. What kind of
Every
crazy...
star is just a cell in the brain of the universe.
That is a lovely way to understand it.
Why have I never talked with you before?
You think at what you call the speed of light. In eternity, I think a thought perhaps in every 1,000 of your years. You are never there to hear it. It was good to have known you.
Wait.
Oh. End of conversation. Out the other side. We're back. We're young again. We're cold again. And we're heading away from the Black Sun. having touched the mind of God. What did you put in that brandy? My God, man. Computer's back up and running. On we go.
We got through. We're on the other side of the universe.
Oh, crap.
Force field held.
I wonder how.
With a little help, maybe. What about the survival ship with the Doc and Sandra and what about them?
No sign of the survival ship.
No.
So much for your fancy theories of cosmic intelligence.
I knew it was impossible.
There they are.
Was it?
They got here too.
They're coming back.
They had a little helping hand. Everybody to the docking bay. What a happy ending.
You must have followed us into the Black Star. We went in the opposite direction.
Yeah, they were...
But how? If you didn't follow us through, how'd you find Alpha again?
Right across the universe.
I'm an astronaut, Professor, not a philosopher.
Yeah.
Something brought us home.
Oh, I believe it, having seen what I just
Yes.
saw.
Home.
Well, we're not 75 years from Earth anymore. It's safe to say. That was Black Sun. A very different type of episode to the ones we've seen so far. It had a very simple idea. We're falling into a black hole. Everything they were saying about the Black Sun sounded exactly like a black hole, so I think they're interchangeable. They just used the word Black Sun in the 70s because people would understand it more, or they would... I don't know. Maybe? But wasn't there a movie called The Black Hole? Like, earlier than that? The Black Hole, 1979. Okay, nope. Okay. Okay. Anyway, the idea is to... I'll start again. Now, I thought what the idea was to use our anti-gravity tech. Since the problem is gravity, and we're hurtling towards it, and there's no escape, but we do have this sort of anti-gravity tech, or this gravity technology that allows us to walk around on Moonbase Alpha like it's Earth. So we can kind of use that, we can connect it all together, we can develop this sort of weird gravity shield, and as the closer we get to it, the more it's like magnets, you know? Like magnets that, you know, if they're one way, they attract, but if they're the other way, they kind of repel. I thought we were going to repel because of that shield. I thought it was going to be a repelling force. But it turns out the shield was just... Forget about gravity. Okay? Just ignore everything I just said about the idea, what I thought the idea was. It was just a shield. The shield is just shielding the base. And I guess the rest of the moon too. Don't think about it too much. Right? And we're going to pass through the black hole, shield intact, and that's going to propel us to the other side of the universe. Where we end up, nobody knows. We'll never find Earth now. And go on a weird trip. Now, because the idea is simple, and the other part of the episode is dealing with this survival ship that we're going to send off into space. We might not survive, but we're going to split in two, and maybe you'll survive. You've got 5 weeks of supplies. We're sending our 6 best people. Go propagate the species on another world. Good luck. Right? So, because the idea is kind of simple, and there aren't space elves to interact with, the episode necessarily has to slow down and become more of a character-focused episode. We had to have these quiet moments between the characters. We had to get to know the characters a bit more. How they relate to each other, who likes who. Have some angst about sending people away on the survival ship. Who goes, who stays, and how do people feel about that. We have to focus on how do we feel about our impending doom as things get colder, as things get darker. What do we think about life and the universe? And we have some conversations about that, especially between Victor and John. And with our booze, and he must have dosed that with something special, some kind of mushrooms or something. Because once we hit that black hole, all hell broke loose. In a quiet way, we touched the mind of God and the universe itself. And all the stars and all the galaxies and all the universe, they're all like neurons in a giant brain. And it started talking to us. You know? While showing us flipping time and space and everything. We got really old for a bit. Then we were in some sort of disco dance hall. And then we were the ghosts. And finally we passed through. But also, the survival ship. Because the universe was like, hey, their friends went that way, but... You know, I just made friends with these people in the black hole. I'm gonna save their friends too. So get in here. You know? We made them all ghosts. The ship included. And just drag them in. You know? Because we don't care about... Who cares about the laws of space in the universe when you are the universe? So... It was kind of a religious experience. It was kind of an awe-inspired scientific experience. It was everything encapsulated into one. Which gave it a very uplifting feel at the end. When we made it out the other side, everybody was so happy to make it. You know, it made me happy. I was goofily happy. I was like, this episode made no sense whatsoever, but I'm happy. I had to turn, because you have to turn for certain episodes, this one, for example, you do have to turn off your brain. You don't start questioning things. Don't start going, well, does this make sense? Does that make sense? Could that spaceship really escape the gravity well of a black hole? Don't, why are you even thinking about that? You know? But it does answer one of the questions I had early on in episode 1, just after the moon took off with its thrusters. We are in deep space. We've always been in deep space. Not just now, not just since we did the Black Sun thing. Always. We've been flying like the Starship Enterprise. We're somewhere in the galaxy, nay, universe. Don't think about Space 99's universe as galaxies and solar systems. Think about it as this black void filled with stuff. And that's we're in the void filled with stuff. And we can just encounter stuff at any moment. It can be suddenly coming towards us out of nowhere. It's like a story. It's like a blank slate of story. And that's where we are. We're not in a particular system. We're not in a particular galaxy. Earth is somewhere. We are somewhere. Stuff is everywhere. And we'll encounter it or not. So reformulate your brain for that. If you've never seen it before, if you have, I'm right? Right? So, it's good to know that, so that my brain isn't constantly going, now, which way is Earth? Now, they went through that black hole, so extrapolate a bit and then, you know, don't think about it that way. They could stumble across Earth in the next episode. But they could fly by it so quickly. They can't even stop. Or a second Earth, a parallel Earth, or anything your mind can even conceive of. And that's the beauty of sci-fi. Once you let go of certain things, you can open up a lot of other things. That had nothing to do with this episode, but I just wanted to talk about it in general. But I'll tell you, if Commissioner Simmons was still around, he'd be taking up all 6 slots on that survival ship, wouldn't he? Yeah. Oh, this computer is getting more personality by the episode, and how we treat it and how we think about it, and who likes it and who doesn't like it, who relies on it and who thinks it's that piece of junk. You know? I find that interesting. So not only was it a character building episode for the characters, but also for computer. I like the way they call it computer too. They don't say the computer. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they call it computer. Like that's its name. You know? And I like that it talks slowly too. And Victor's like, yeah, I'm way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. The only person we lost this episode was Mike. Mike, buddy. He went out there ahead of us to scout ahead, but he didn't have any shielding. And the universe didn't save him. Unless he appeared at the end of the episode and I didn't notice. But I don't think so. And, Sandra, she collapsed. But she's got friends, you know? Oh, and Paul got lucky. We saw that too. It was just, apart from the Mike situation, it was just a feel-good episode. At the end, anyway. So, what comes next? I don't know. Whichever episode we watch next is the episode that comes next. Whatever thing we bump into along the way is the thing we bump into along the way. And if we have a character building episode like this, so be it. I thought it was just all going to be kind of character building, and then we would maybe bounce off the black hole and then they would come back. I wasn't expecting the trippy experience, which was just wild. That makes me even more excited for the rest of the show, because it seems like the rules are sort of off the table for what you might expect. You know? It added a bit of something to the episode. Memorability. You know? Kind of a what the hell was that? Sort of thing. So come back for the next episode. Maybe we'll have a what the hell was that experience then too. But as always, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to enjoy the show with me, and long may it continue. I'll be back next week. Same, I don't know if it's going to be the same time or space, but it'll be sometime. And I'll see you then.